I was taking my oldest daughter, Amanda, to the fair to take her to a little barrel race. And so I had the horse and we were in the trailer, everything's good. And she saw them showing cattle over on the fair, in the fair area. And she goes, what are they doing? So she asked some friends about that. And so he's like, well, Amanda, they have a little Pee-wee showmanship. Do you want me to bring a heifer in for you? And that was the start of it all.
She bought her first Angus heifer from them. They're just down the road. They were also almond farmers and farmers in the area, but they raised cattle as well. And to keep a long story short, it just kind of grew from there. And she's 4 years older than I am, and then my youngest sister's 7 years younger than me.
So the showing's a little different for me. I didn't want to show. I would come up with every excuse not to show. You know, I'm sick this morning, I didn't like it. I started out liking it at the beginning actually, and then it kind of was like that 8-year-old, you know, when you knew, oh my goodness, I turned 9 and I am gonna start showing for real. And for some reason, I think I was, 9, I started showing hogs at our county fair. My mom and dad were like, okay, next is a steer. And I was like, nope, but I'd say about 10, I had my first steer. His name was Kool-Aid, Blue Rome, and I ended up just really falling in love with it. I wouldn't say I fell in love with the animal part just yet, but I fell in love with the competitiveness. I didn't like to lose, I'd like to say, and that's hard for some people to admit, but it was just wanting to get back out there and win the next one, you know, and keep trying. And so I think my sisters did a good job of paving the way as like, what would we want in this heifer or this steer or, you know, whatever we were showing, what could we do better the next time? And I think by the time you get to the third one, you get pretty good at it.
Coming up, a few family stories that I've never told on camera. Stay tuned. There is nothing more rewarding than doing the things you love with the people you love.
It really was fun. It was something that we did as a family. We traveled all over the country and our operation slowly grew.
So when the girls started, and my husband's like, no, I'm gonna stay home and work. I'll try to make it. I'll fly in like the night before show day because he had to stay on the ranch farm. And so I would have to drive them. And we usually had one other guy. The girls didn't have their license yet. And off we go. And Brad had this thing, don't lay over, get to our destination. So we drove one time, the longest one that I did was 32 hours straight to Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh, we saw a lot of country. We've seen a lot of states. Wore out a lot of trailers, wore out a lot of trucks.
It's really interesting when you spend 36 hours in a truck with your sisters and your parents. It wasn't always like that. Sometimes, you know, one parent would take on the journey with us and then the other would fly to meet us there. You learn a lot about each other, things that you already knew, but you also gain a lot of patience.